Like that.
Woo.
Hey everyone. There was a little bit of a hiccup on Modular Houston's, and we apologize, but you know what? We have an amazing performance by Jungle of Wires that we just could not let it be unplayed. So here we are. We're going to kind of let's just chat for a moment and kind of let people have an opportunity to gather here, kind of collect themselves and change over links. And oh, yep, we got some people in. Woohoo! Model C. Woo! All right.
So I want to ask Jungle of Wires, how long have you been doing modular for?
It's since 2017, end of 2017.
Wow.
December. Nice. I had my first gig. It was a big one at Paradiso, Amsterdam.
I like that.
Bart invited me to do something on the modular, and I had just required 6 modules.
Do you remember what the first 6 were?
Good question.
The first module I bought.
Yeah, like what was in that first batch? I'm just
what
curious.
Were they?
Yes, I remember. It was the clouds, obviously, and the rings.
Good choices.
Of course.
She makes great modules.
And I had a MIDI to CV converter. I don't know which one, but I did the sequencing with Digitact.
Oh, okay.
And I had the make noise. Not the mimeophone, but the other one, the sampler.
Oh, the
sampler.
Morphogene?
Yeah, Morphogene, but then the one before that.
What was that called?
Phonogene?
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had Batumi.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it, I guess. Yeah. That's about it.
And then you were hooked. So you were sucked in. Those are your gateway modules.
Yes. Those were the first modules I acquired, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Bart said to me, just do it. Just a 15-minute set in Paradiso. And I did it, and it was so awesome. I wanted to do more modular sets. And so it quickly became more and bigger. And then I thought, no, I have to go smaller because I don't want to bring all that stuff.
And then I saw you do another set where you used, how do you pronounce those wooden ones? The sights and bars?
Oh, Chiat Lombard.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I did that as well. I've got those, because they are so interesting. They do things they are unpredictable.
Yeah.
So I bought those because they were interesting, and combined them with Eurorack, and that's very interesting and very unexpected things happen.
Nice.
So surprising things. Yeah.
So I just want to say, because I see a lot of people are starting to kind of jump over here from the previous.
Oh, really? Oh, awesome. Great.
Thank you all so much for coming over, and hello.
Oh, great.
And just for those of you who are even new joining, this is the performance from our Frequency Shift edition. It originally started today on Modular Houston. We had a little hiccup, but hey, the show must go on. So we're like, let's make it happen on our platform, SoCal Synth Society. I'm one of your hosts, Travarsi. We have Space Racer, Calatrix, right?
Yes.
Frey.
Daughter Drexia.
And our performance by Mandy, aka Jungle of Wires.
Yes,
great that you're all here. Great.
Thank you for sticking with us. Yeah.
And while we are giving people a chance to kind of jump in here, I just want to reiterate that how important it is that we have all made this connection. And I mean, you're in the Netherlands. I mean, if I had to do like an in-person gig, who knows when we would have had an opportunity to cross paths personally. I know we chat online, but like this is just a great way to connect with artists.
Yes, since the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, I met so many great people, and that never had happened if there was no pandemic.
Yeah.
So this is really great, and we have to do this all more often. Just
Yeah.
Just the beginning.
stay doing
Just
this
the beginning.
because it's awesome, and I enjoy it really, really much. All those performances and the passion that goes into the performances. Oh, I really so like it. Yeah, it's great.
I have to
It's
agree with
really
you
great.
100%.
It's inspiring for sure.
It is, yes, definitely. Yeah.
Did you have any announcements that you wanted to?
I do have an announcement, but first, let's hear your performance. Let's get
great!
into it.
Yes.
Then we'll chat a little bit more. I got some announcements.
Awesome.
A special announcement, just a little sneak peek. It's for the performers that have been involved in this frequency shift. There's something from 1010 that wanted to say thank you, and so let's get into it. Just give me.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That was lovely. That was really fun.
So we were geeking out in the chat. Oh no, Travarsi, I can't hear you. We were geeking out in the chat though. That was nerd stuck.
Yeah, the samples were nerd. The drums were from the Nerdsack. Samples I made myself.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it sounded great.
Yes, Nerdsack is really great to combine modulation, CV, and samples all together.
Wonderful. And I put it in the chat, but I mean, I was like, wow, that's an ironing board. That's like to go.
Is that what that was?
Can you hear us okay right now? Okay, great. I had to make some changes, today.
That's about the only use an ironing board would get in our house. So.
I don't iron my shirts. I don't iron anything, but I have the thing to put all my stuff on.
It's a good use of it.
Yeah.
Best use for it.
Yeah, we do
Little
that
mobile
all
table.
the time in Holland. In especially in my region, we do all the time with the iron board because it's nice and sturdy. You can put all your stuff on there, and it's lightweight.
You can hold it up. You can take
Fold it up.
Different levels, right? Low.
Right?
Yes, level.
I
I
never
don't
thought
know
of
if
that.
it's sturdy enough for my modular, but
So, are we gonna see more iron boards then?
Maybe.
maybe when I bring my small case around, bring an ironing board with me.
You'll
huh?
start a trend. You'll start the new trend.
So I didn't think about it, but I just do it, and just now I thought, wow, that must be strange for some people.
Well, it seemed to be the perfect height. So, can you talk to us about your pet? You guys didn't hear me initially because I had to switch my mics for the stream, but it was
Yeah, I hear you.
phenomenal. It sounded amazing. Can you talk us through your patch a little bit?
Well, for me, it sounded boxy, but maybe it's my internet connection. I don't know, but
Sounds great for me.
okay, fine, thanks. Yeah, the patch. Well, obviously, everything goes out of the Nerdsack. So modulation, CV, all the, and I've got the pads you hear. These are from a sample channel on the Nerdsack, because you can actually put waveforms in there. So, and that goes to FX. A really large reverb, and I've got a little mixer to mute and unmute things and panning, and I've got the div kit Ort to do some really weird modulation stuff. I've got plates and a knit. That's like a U plates or micro plates.
Okay.
And these are my voices, and I've got a filter that is my bass, because that's if you use a filter as a bass voice, it sounds really deep.
Yeah.
So I always use a self-oscillating filter for my bass. I've got
Interesting.
different kinds, and they all sound different, but it's pretty nice. Yeah.
We're gonna try that out.
Yeah,
I
no.
do something similar. I use a weird filter. I think the Sprott for like a kick drum. So that's very
Same. Those filters are really awesome to make kicks and indeed basses. They really. I couldn't find a VCO to do any nice deep bass, so I always used samples. But now I wanted to free up for the pads in the Nerdsack, so that's why I use the filter as bass, and that goes really deep.
That sounded really nice.
So, but I couldn't hear my own deep bass, but you can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Great, thanks.
No, it sounded phenomenal.
Okay.
You had a question.
What was that little green thing with the knobs? And it's cool looking.
Oh, Yeah, that's a landscape cassette player. You put a cassette in and you can just play it yourself.
Got
So,
it.
I think it's called an HCTT
Okay.
of landscape.
Yeah.
And
I think that's
well,
based out of New York.
I don't know really, but you can just do forward, backward, and you can touch things. I didn't do that in the vid, but you can touch things. And I use the Cocoquanas for those lush, lo-fi sounds in between. Just put an extra voice into that and let it loop. So,
Was the tape like stuff you had sampled or recorded, or is it?
well, it is the tape you got with it, with loads of samples in it, like voices. Those are all voices. It's like a long story, sampled voices.
Oh, really cool.
And that's the tape I got with the HCTT.
Gotcha.
And you can do all sorts of tapes in there, but I couldn't find a nice tape to put in there, so I just used the tape that comes with it.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah. So I know that you have some other things in the works. You want to tell us about that? Tell everyone. You have a couple, or did you already play like 2?
Yeah, I played last week. So here, all things are opening up again, more or less.
Gotcha.
So small venues or outside venues, they're doing gigs again. And I'm doing next week in The Hague. I'm doing a gig, and it's a partly this set, but I'm doing an hour-long set, and this is in there. Yes, and in November I've got something, but I don't know if that's still going through, because that's a festival thing, and that's a bit. I don't know if that is with the pandemic, if it's still going through. And of this set, these are all songs, and I want these songs to be on my Bandcamp in loose tracks. So, like, it's about 7 or 8 songs, and I want to record them and make them as separate tracks. So that's on my Bandcamp, I think, at the end of the year.
Nice.
Great. I know we kicked off this portion of the stream pretty quickly, and so I just want to let everyone know in the chat, we will, once the stream is done, I will drop all of Mandy's links so you can find her, find her music on Bandcamp, find her upcoming shows, the show that she played previously. I know I personally am looking forward to hearing your next upcoming
show. Oh, great.
I'm sure
thank you. Thank you for having me. And thank you to put this hard work to make the stream happen for me. And
Thank you, really.
Thank you for rolling with all of this.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it's awesome what you guys do, and all those hard work, and appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jungle of Wires, everybody.
Much love.
Oh, seriously. And I do want to give a round of applause to all of the hosts and just making it come together here for this performance. It was so worth it.
Awesome performances today.
Last but definitely not least, I want to thank our audience, our Synth family that has been literally jumping from link to link today. So I thank you for doing it and just staying with us and supporting. We love you guys. We have more shows to come in the future. I just want to make a quick announcement. Tomorrow is the last frequency shift for this month edition, and I'm closing it out with Becoming Zero on Noise Blast Hour. That's tomorrow at 2. It's been an honor to be a part of this frequency shift with you guys, our hosts. Mandy, you performing it.
Thank
and,
you.
Yeah.
and then we get to talk a little bit about the whole process of frequency shift and coming together with all the other synth societies. I want to give a shout out to the other synth societies, Colorado, Modular Houston, and Modular World. And Jono, I think I see you in the chat. Thank you so much. You've been instrumental in helping us on the other streams. And I want to say that Modular World is kicking off September 5th. Jono, please drop the time in for me because I don't remember the time, but I do remember in my mind, I was like, okay, Modular World is starting up on September 5th. And so, yes, I'm looking forward to that. We're going to keep it rolling with our modular family.
And then there's a performance, I think, Modular Houston on the 12th. So I'm sure they'll drop that link when it's available, and we'll see you then.
Yes.
And we'll see you tomorrow. I think that's at 2 o'clock, right?
Yes. And one other thing I wanted to just pop one announcement. I did get a reach out from 1010, and they wanted to just say that they've been watching, and I know some of you may have watched the Tech Talk, and Christine Higgins was on there, and she's absolutely amazing. And they wanted to kind of do like a small, like raffle-y thing between just the women, just the female non-binary performers that perform for this frequency shift. So just be on the lookout for some information for that for you performers, because I know some of you are in the chat as well as man who are here sitting with us. But yes, thank you. Let's wrap it up for today. Enjoy your Saturdays. Keep making music. Love your fellow synth heads. Hopefully I'll catch you Noise Blast tomorrow.
Keep patching.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
See?
Thank you. Woo!